Hey folks, everything new under the sun. I did watch this Greg Hunter video, USA Watchdog, and it's about the guest is Karl Denninger. This was published on March 28, 2017, so a couple days ago, and he has some interesting insight, I think. And he talks about financial collapse effectively. He suggests that gold and silver will be worthless in this upcoming crash. The Great Depression that is to come upon us. And interestingly, go watch it. I'll put the link in the description. Interestingly, there's a part in it, I forget at what time point, but you can watch it anyways. It's an interesting conversation. He has some different ideas. Effectively, gold and silver, things are going to get so bad that gold and silver will be worthless because you can't eat them. He says the people who are going to have wealth in this day and age are going to be the people who have chickens. This guy doesn't buy gold and silver, apparently. This guy has a chicken shed in his backyard. And that lines up with Bible prophecy. There will be a day come in the future, probably in the near future, where people will throw their gold and silver into the streets. The Bible says that. And why is that? Because they're going to be starving, because you can't eat gold and silver. There'd be a point where you can have all the gold and silver in the world, but because there's persecution and there's economic collapse, there's no food, there's famine around the world, gold and silver won't do you any good. And so he suggests forget about gold and silver, don't invest in it, but effectively to have chickens, pigs, things that you can barter, things that you can actually feed people with, because that's going to be the currency. And when things get real bad, it's going to be the food that you can grow on your property that you can offer to others for wages, because they'll be looking for food. They won't be looking for gold and silver. They may have gold and silver, but not a lot of people are going to have that to pay you for some food. Maybe they'll buy some eggs off you or something. But at that point, gold and silver, when it's that bad, gold and silver won't be worth anything to you either. What's going to be worth something to you is probably milk or something else that you can't produce, on your particular land or whatever. So the thing that's going to preserve your wealth, the thing that's going to make you wealthy in an absolute time of economic depression and failure of civilization is going to be chickens, livestock, stuff you can grow, vegetables. Keep your seeds. This is from the prepper point of view. This is why you should have seeds. This is why you should have a garden in the summer. Because if something comes down, like I say, people aren't going to be looking for gold and silver. Gold and silver is even going to be worthless to you, because it's going to be food that people are looking for ultimately. I think you should be wise and you should be hedged on all sides. You should have a little bit of cash set aside just in case they close down the bank machines for a couple of weeks. You should have your house paid off or other assets, maybe like gold and silver, because that will be valuable for a certain period of time. But you should also have food and clean water, because those ultimately, when things get really bad, that's going to be what's of value. And if you have that, and if you can trade that for other things that you need, that's going to be the most fungible currency that you have, the thing that you can trade the most easily, the most liquid asset, if you will, is going to be those eggs. You'll be able to feed someone and they'll be happy to pay you, give you probably wheelbarrows of cash or other things. If they're starving, they'll give you whatever, deed to their house, whatever they have, they'll give it to you. Even probably the best thing is going to be work, hours, pay them an egg for a day's worth of work or something like that to tend to your garden. That's really what's going to bring in wealth in an economic collapse situation and really move you through the economic collapse situation and into the new world order, whatever that world order ends up being when you come out of it. That's going to move you through that situation and into a wealth position at the end of whatever collapse or calamity or crisis it is, should the Lord not return. And I think we probably have 5 or 7 years here before things really get bad. But there's likely going to be a massive economic downturn, depression in the next couple of years. I mean, it's inevitable. There's bubbles everywhere. The stock market's at all-time highs. The debt load is unsustainable. So it's coming, and you need to be ready for it. But anyways, definitely check out Karl Denninger. He has some great ideas and things that actually very well parallel the Bible and what the Bible says will be occurring in these end days. People will be throwing their gold and silver into the streets. And it's going to be chickens and other things, livestock like that can feed people. That's going to be the currency of the day.